Do you remember under Bill Clinton, everything was for the children? We're going to pass this law for the children. We're going to pass this other law for the children. That was like the meme with Bill Clinton. Everything he was doing was for the children. But now the new mantra is for the planet, save the planet. Everything we're doing is for the planet. Chop down forests to save the planet. Maybe not as crazy as it sounds. Yeah, I don't have to read the explanation. It is as crazy as it sounds. We get our oxygen from trees, and if you chop them all down, you're destroying the thing that makes the oxygen. Hello. Plus, you're destroying the thing that holds the soil together with all of its roots. Hello. It's like the people on Easter Island chopping down all their trees, and suddenly they had no way to make boats to get off the island. Yes, it is as crazy as it sounds. Bill Gates. Well, who would have thunk it, hey? Bill Gates, the guy who said we can reduce population with vaccination, him and other investors are betting that this Kodama systems can reduce carbon dioxide in the air by chopping down burying trees. What's the logic behind this? We're going to reduce carbon dioxide in the air. Because if the trees burn, then that's carbon going into the air. So we'll chop them down instead, then we'll bury them. But not only are they going to bury them, no. They are going to bury them and try and ship them in here. They're going to bury them and then have them in earthen vaults designed to maintain dry and oxygen-free conditions to stop the wood from rotting and burning. And not only that, wants to apply for tax credits and carbon offset credits. That's all this is. Carbon offset credits. If those credits can fetch 200 a tonne, then they can sell them to other people for 80 or 100 a tonne or like whatever, and they're going to be making profits. Or what they'll sell them of all the lame brain money making damn stupid ideas of chopping down the very thing that gives us our oxygen and then burying it and then making sure it can't even rot or decompose to become part of the natural system again, ecosystem of putting stuff back in. It's the most asinine idea there is. Even knowing the carbon solubility pump in the world, look it up. The carbon dioxide enters the atmosphere in warm water and it leaves the atmosphere back into the ocean in cold water. So at the equator, where it's really hot, carbon dioxide leaves the ocean. And in the poles where it's cold, it goes back into the ocean, just through wave action. And if you know how gas exchanges from the air into water, it's when the water surface gets broken. That's why your fish tank has a bubbler in it. That's how the air goes into the fish tank. The bubble breaks the surface of the water and there's a little bit of a gas exchange. That's where most of our carbon dioxide's coming from, not damn trees. And besides all that, seriously, the amount of carbon dioxide in the air is fuck all. There's more argon in the atmosphere than carbon dioxide, but no one gives a shit about argon. No. Why? Because we don't produce argon. We don't breathe it out. It's not a result of our living environment that we manufacture argon. If I have a campfire, I don't produce argon. If I transport my car, if I'm driving around with petrol, I don't produce argon. This is just another bullshit money, just fuck, whatever. Of all the asinine ideas, and because Bill Gates is behind it, well, you know he's going to start pushing that. So be on the lookout for more asinine titles, headlines in the newspapers like this. Chop down forests to save the planet. You'll end up like Easter Island. Chop down all the trees and you can't make boats to get off your island. You'll chop down all the trees because you're a moron. You'll either chop them down and sell the biomass as wood chips or something to make wood, to supply the wood chipping industry, or there's more profit in just burying them and selling the carbon offset credits to someone else because you've convinced the government this is how we're going to do things. At the same time, you're killing yourself. You're removing the ability of the environment to give you oxygen that you need to damn well breathe. Of all the asinine ideas, this one really takes the cake.